Thank you very much for your attention and joining me today as I talk about the Leica M10. Since I've previously spoken about the Leica M10, I've done a lot of research about it, and I feel like I have a different feel for this particular product and a little bit more nuanced approach in the way that I'm thinking about it. To begin with, the specs that we already know, but I'm going to repeat them just for those that don't. It's a brand new 24 megapixel CMOS sensor. The introduction of an ISO dial allows full-time manual ISO control whether the camera is on or off, just like the full-time aperture and shutter speed control. The Leica M10 also boasts a 4mm thinner body design, which is the same thickness as its old film cameras. It does not shoot movies, it shoots only stills, but it has an extended ISO range up to 50,000 natively, and then you can expand beyond that as well. In transitioning away from these new and shiny features into my opinion on them, there was a particularly interesting quote that I found as I was doing my research that I'm paraphrasing here, and it sounds something like this. Disappointing is not a word that we use with Leica. But the digital M's are to me a little disappointing. I feel like $6,500 for a camera body is too much when it's 35mm. I would gladly pay $6,500 for a medium format body. But Leica users don't agree with me, because Leica users are there for the look and the feel and the magic of using a Leica. But I would argue that you can have that magic of pure photography with a DSLR or a mirrorless system and a fast prime. I would argue that the value of Leica as a brand is more in its film cameras than in its digital M's. I would very much appreciate being able to try out the SL or the S series, both of which I believe are superb. I think that the digital M's leave a lot wanting. Leica M's are only very rarely going to be objectively better than their peers in the marketplace. And what that tells me is that it's a high-cost nouveau classic that is delivering on an experience in photography that I feel like I can have without a Leica. So for me, the question is, what is the experience that I am looking for in photography? It's for a lightweight, one lens, fast prime experience, absolutely. But it's also for new experiences with photography. I want to become intimate with the lens, and then I want to try a new focal length. I want to try a new format. I want to try a different location. I want to try a different subject matter. And all of those things come before the experience of shooting the camera for me. And for you that might be completely different, but I would much rather spend less on my camera and more on a destination. There's my opinion. I very much appreciate it, especially if you're still here, but even if you aren't, I very much appreciate your attention and your time, and I'll see you in the next one.